boys and girls. Today we're going to be doing language lesson 134, and what we're going to work on today is writing your bibliography. Before we do that, at this point, I should say, you should be polishing your second rough draft. So you should be finishing that up, making sure that you have the right word count that you need to have, and that everything is neatly written and organized. Okay, no errors, no grammatical errors, no spelling errors. You should have corrected and fixed all that at this point. Moving to writing your bibliography, if you look in your packets at page 232, it tells you what is it that you need when writing the bibliography. The first thing that you need to do is that you have to, on your piece of paper, you have to write on the top, on the second line, select the bibliography. That's gonna be, say, your heading on that page. You're gonna skip one line after you write selected bibliography, and you are going to get what we were working on before we left, that it was all your index cards. In all those index cards, you had written, and we did it in class, you had written what book you used to get the information, what book you were reading. So you're gonna need that, and that information that you are going to have on those cards is the information that you are going to use to write it on the page. This page should be the last page in your report. So you're gonna have all your research report, and at the end, you're gonna have this page that is gonna be called Select the Bibliography, and that's where you put all the sources of where you got the information for your research paper. You are not going to indent the first line when you start writing your bibliography. The first line, you would write it on your margin, and then on the second line, that's where you would indent. Okay? And what else do I have to? You're gonna skip lines. So after you write one of the bibliography, you're gonna leave a line, and then you would write that other one. Even though you have an example of this on your page 242, I try to put a little list together in an easier place for you to know what information you need when you're writing a bibliography. So you're gonna need, the first thing, the author's name. When you write the author's name, make sure that you start with the last name. It should be the last name first, comma, and then the first name of the person. Okay, make sure last name first. Make sure that when you're writing your list, if you have more than one source, you do it on alphabetical order. Okay, so you start with A. If you have a last name with B, that would go second. If you have a last name with C, that would go third, but make sure that it's alphabetized. So the first thing that you're gonna need is the author's name. Then you're gonna need the title of the article, magazine, or encyclopedia, whichever you use. Then you're gonna need the place of the publication of the book or the encyclopedia. You're gonna need the name of the publishing company, and you're gonna need the year or the date of the publication. So first, author's name, you write the last name, comma, first name, and period. Last name, comma, first name, and period. Then you write the title. The title, make sure that you write it and that you underline. Titles, remember, titles have to be underlined. Then you're gonna write the place of the publication. So after you write your title, you're gonna write a period, city and state of wherever it was published. City, comma, state abbreviation, 2 periods, publishing company, comma, and the year or the date. Okay, this is exactly like this is how you should write your bibliography. Make sure that you write last name first, make sure that you underline titles, and make sure that your bibliography looks in some form like this one here, like this example. Besides this, you should be working on your illustrations. You need one as a cover page of your research report. So make sure that you have those 2 illustrations. This is gonna be all for this lesson. Make sure that you follow this. I try to give you as clear as possible what you need and the order that you need this information. Make sure that the commas, periods, underline, everything is exactly like this example. This example that I wrote is on your packet and it's on page 242. You have, I believe, like 5 different sources here. So make sure that you refer back to that when writing your bibliography. This is gonna be all for this lesson. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.